So hello to all of our attendees and welcome to TeenLife's live Summer Opportunities Fair. My name is Dustin. I'm a marketing associate here at TeenLife, and I will be your host tonight. This is our first of 3 sessions that we'll be having this evening, and we hope that you're able to join us for all 3. You should have all received emails with links to all 3 sessions, but just in case, I'll send a link to session 2 at the end of this one, just so you can have that. We're going to have 7 speakers during this session, most of which will be live presentations. And during these presentations, we encourage you to ask questions by using the Q&A feature, and our speakers will answer your questions once they have time. If you're interested in any of these programs, you can request information from any of them by clicking the link that I am putting into the chat now. One moment. Okay, and so you can use that to request information from any of our presenters. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get straight into our first presentation, which is from UC San Diego. So Morgan, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you so very much, Dustin. My name is Morgan Appel, and I am the Assistant Dean for Education and Community Outreach at the University of California, San Diego. And I am very happy that you are all here to talk about your future with pre-college programming at UC San Diego. Just a little bit about UC San Diego. We were founded in 1960, and we are an internationally ranked public research university, what some might call a public Ivy. We are part of the 10-campus University of California system that includes UC Berkeley, UCLA, among others. And we believe in transforming a diverse global society by educating, by generating, disseminating knowledge and creative works, and by engaging in public service. Innovation is in our DNA, and so are astronauts. UC San Diego is a large producer of astronauts and benefited from having the first woman in space as a professor of physics, Dr. Sally Ride. We are a top 10 ranked public university, and we are just steps away from the Pacific Ocean. Right in the middle of the picture here, you will see our Geisel Library, which is a mid-century architectural landmark. And the blue part beyond that is the Pacific Ocean. And our campus does extend through the Scripps Institute of Oceanography onto the Pacific. So UC San Diego does have its own beach and its own surfing team. Now, we deliver a variety of different types of academically focused credit-bearing pre-college programs for over 1,500 high school students around the world and throughout the year. And these comprise academic connections, a program called Futures, which focuses on workforce development, global environmental leadership and sustainability, which is the travel program, Research Scholars, which brings high school students into functioning research laboratories, and the Sally Ride Science Academy, which is offered live, in person, and online. Now, the most popular questions that I always get is how long are they and how much does it cost to attend? You will find that these programs vary in duration, and they vary in cost. But what we are able to do is provide scholarships and fellowships to make sure that there is equitable access to all of our programmatic offerings. There will be a link to our website provided by TeenLife, so we do encourage you to go take a look at our programs and scholarship opportunities. One of our programs, Research Scholars, offers opportunities to work with renowned faculty who are undertaking groundbreaking research in bioengineering, the life sciences, marine sciences, business research, and medicine. And in those programs, we have high school scholars from across the globe come to UC San Diego to work in labs, and many of them co-author journal articles. So these are peer-reviewed journal articles, just as a professor would write, and opportunities to present findings from these articles to faculty and industry professionals. These are programs that are offered online and in person, both in terms of commuter and residential. So if you're a San Diego local, you can just come for the days. Futures is a little bit different. This is an initiative that offers scholars a leg up in post-secondary education and what we call the new collar economy. So these are programs in which you receive a certificate that is both content-based and metacognitively based and enables you to go into high-paying entry-level jobs in priority sector industries, things like advanced technologies, broadcasting engineering, business, computer-aided design, design thinking, sports medicine, sciences, and many others. Again, these are also credit bearing, and we issue certificates to you upon completion. These are offered in person and online as public health conditions permit. Our GELS program, Global Environmental Leadership and Sustainability, this combines scientific research with leadership training using the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals as a framework for understanding. And each of these programs offers students an exclusive and unique opportunities to address the world's most pressing environmental issues. And this coursework is taught by renowned researchers, sciences, and public policy professionals. We have locations in Arizona with Biosphere 2, the Big Island of Hawaii, Mexico, and also Washington, D.C. So if you're interested in travel, this would be the program for you. Now, if the prospect of a longer program or getting out of Dodge for a while is not exactly what you were looking for, the Sally Ride Science Academy offers science, technology, engineering, arts, and math workshops for elementary, middle, high school students, as well as for parents. Things like art, space science, screenwriting, and many, many more. So really, all that's missing is you. And as one of our academic connection scholars claims, the instructors were very enthusiastic and passionate about the material they taught the students. They greatly influenced me and made me more interested in marine biology and oceanography. So if you have questions, please do put them in the Q&A, put them in the chat, and you can reach me at the email address here. And I thank you so very much.
Great. Thank you so much, Morgan. Yes, and like he said, if anyone has any questions, you can feel free to leave them in the chat or by using the Q&A feature throughout the webinar. So now we're going to pass it off to Teach Me Wall Street. The floor is all yours.
Thank you, Dustin. So my name is Annalijn Dinkelman, and I am from Teach Me Wall Street. So our program is all about financial literacy and investment savvy for you, the team. You will learn all about finance, Wall Street, and business so that you can invest wisely and increase your money over time. We are all about teaching you making money. Our learning pathway is 4 units: Wall Street 101, investing and trading, cryptocurrency, and budgeting and beyond. In the Wall Street 101, we lay the foundation. How does the stock market work? Who are the different players? What are their roles? How did they develop? And most importantly, how do they affect your life? We also cover stocks, bonds, and the basics of the things that you will trade and invest in. So we present our programs all virtual, and we present them 3 times during the summer, in June, July, and August. Our second program builds on the Wall Street 101, and it's investing and trading. So in this, we teach you how to pick stocks, how to invest in them, do some real-time trading, and then we also look at building your portfolio. Both our classes are very hands-on, and you get real experience in placing trades and seeing how the stock market moves. So we also present the investing and trading program 3 times, June, July, and August. Our cryptocurrency program, I call it cryptocurrency, but it's really about fintech, financial technology, Bitcoin, the cryptos, and the new technology on Wall Street. It has changed the business of Wall Street. There are many new jobs in areas that previously did not exist. And much of the banking world, as we know it today, is slowly and gradually changing. So we focus on all of that. And the cryptocurrency program is in both June and July. Our final program is budgeting and beyond. It's really important to understand how to manage your money. What are the financial pitfalls? What to expect when you go to work? We covered a little bit about your 401k and the insurance that you will have one day when you leave college. It's very comprehensive, much more comprehensive than many other programs that teach budgeting. So we also look at your jobs in the future, because what many students don't realize, your job determines your income. So you may have a wonderful idea of a lifestyle, but if your job income doesn't support that, you cannot do what you want. So the budgeting program is June and July. We have different packages. So our most popular is a 2-week Wall Street 101 and investing and trading. Many students stay with us for 3 weeks doing the Wall Street and the investing, as well as the cryptocurrency. And some students do the entire program, spending a month with us. So for students who are traveling, you don't have to do all 4 weeks back to back. You can spread them out through the summer. We have students from around the world, and we present our classes twice a day. Because our programs are virtual, it's easy to present it in different time slots. So we are based in New York, and the program says 10 a.m. Eastern, as well as 1 p.m. Eastern, or 10 a.m. Pacific. We do it all on Zoom, and if you perhaps run late one day or you cannot participate in the class, you will get the Zoom recording. So if you're wondering if this program is for you, we have a few types of students attending our program. First of all, students interested in Wall Street and the stock market. And then many students may have a custodial account. A custodial account is what your parents opened for you when you were a child, and they put all your birthday and your savings money in there, and that can grow quite a bit until you turn 21 or 25, depending on the state where you live. Many of our students are thinking about careers on Wall Street, and we cover a fair bit of that in the Wall Street 101. And then just for many students, they're interested in career exploration, perhaps for their college application, show we are interested in something outside of our field of study. So enrollment for our summer camp is open, and I will post the link below. Remember to stay in touch. Our email is info@teachmewallstreet.com, and our Facebook and Instagram, teachmewallstreet.com. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. So coming up next, we have a presentation from Pacific Discovery Summer Programs Abroad. Go ahead and take it away.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Amber Latimer. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the Director of Recruitment here at Pacific Discovery. I'm also a former instructor, and I am delighted to be talking with you all about our summer programs today. Just a little bit about who we are. So we're a gap year organization who provides summer programs as well. We're based all the way over in New Zealand, and we've been running programs over there since 2001. Want to talk to you a little bit about who we work with. So we've got instructors that'll be on every program. They are some of the most epic people I've ever met. Their average age is 29, and they truly embody our mission and carry out these transformative experiences that our students have. They've got a proven past experience in areas such as teaching, in outdoor exploration, in outdoor education, and all of them are really well traveled. They all hold their wilderness first responder qualification, and then the folks running our New Zealand and Australia programs all have their P license. And also wanted to give a shout out to our partners that we work with all around the world. They are all professionally vetted by our headquarters team and provide cultural and knowledgeable activities to help connect our students with the focused topic at hand and the surroundings that we are finding ourselves in while on program. Our programs are definitely more than just a travel experience. So they're quite holistic in design. And by that, we mean we've got some core components that are going to be included on every single program. So cultural immersion, service learning, outdoor exploration, personal and leadership development, ethical travel and sustainability. And these are going to come on any single program you choose to travel on. And they're weighted a little bit differently depending on where in the world you want to go. So the cultural immersion, for example, if you're in Hawaii, maybe you're doing building an emu, which is an underground feast. Maybe in Thailand, you're going through the temples and exploring Buddhism and how that filtrates into their way of life there. Or in Ecuador, there's a homestay component. Same goes for the outdoor exploration activities. So you could be surfing in Australia or Hawaii. On our New Zealand program, we offer a rafting trip in Costa Rica. You're doing epic trekking up in the mountains. So it really depends on what you're after. And then our philosophy. So we truly do want to make the world a better place. And we do this by providing extraordinary learning adventures that assist students in gaining the skills, confidence, and insight to realize their potential in an increasingly global society. Oftentimes, our students walk away and say that they've developed empathy for other cultures. They've furthered their understanding of international issues and definitely heightened their appreciation for Earth's wild spaces. So you're here for summer programs, and we've got two different tiers. So on the left are mid-teen programs. Those are going to be for 14 to 17-year-olds. They're a little bit shorter, so 2 to 3 weeks in duration, and you can see the cost and the options that you get to choose from there. And then our gap summer programs are for folks a little bit older. Maybe they're taking the transition between high school and college, or around that age bracket. And they're all 4 weeks in duration, and you can see the cost there. They all cost the same, and those are the programs you get to choose from. Each of our mid-teen programs has a focus on these 4 areas, and they all act as stepping stones as students are introduced to new ways of thinking, traveling, and taking part in international service. For many of them, like this is their first time doing that. So really focused on fun. Ethical travel goes back to who we are as an organization, big on confidence building, and then they're building connections with not only their peers, but the mentors that are their instructors, project partners, and the natural world too. Just really quickly, I'll breeze through some of our mid-teen destinations. You can choose from Hawaii, Thailand, Costa Rica. We offer a program in Fiji and Vanuatu and Australia. As far as our gap summer programs go, so they all incorporate these 3 components, and each of these act as stepping stones to aid students in learning more about themselves, getting clear on who they are, pushing their boundaries, questioning their assumptions, and learning to travel responsibly and ethically. Some of those destinations, we've got Hawaii, Thailand, Ecuador, and the Galapagos is epic. I mean, these are all amazing. New Zealand and Fiji. We do a trip to Australia for our gap, and then Costa Rica too. And as far as what's next, definitely check out our website. There's heaps of information on there. The FAQ, shout out to the FAQ. It's really helpful. Lots of photos. There's reviews from parents and students. You can email me. You can ask any questions. You can book a call. We can talk one-on-one about your interests. And then the next step would be to apply. That's the exciting part. We are first come, first serve basis, and our programs for the summer are starting to fill up. So get in touch with me about what program speaks to you the most. And yeah, thank you all.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Amber. If anyone has any questions for Pacific Discovery, you can go ahead and use the Q&A feature or leave those questions in the chat. And Amber will do her best to get back to you. So coming up next, we have a presentation from Quinnipiac University.
Hello, everyone. My name is David Sharon. I'm the Director of Summer Programs and Planning at Quinnipiac University, and going to give you some reasons why you should spend your summer with us. So for those who aren't as familiar, Quinnipiac University is a top national private university. We are 9 schools, 3 different campuses, just shy of 9,000 undergrad and graduate students. We are located in Hamden and North Haven, Connecticut, so South Central Connecticut. We're equidistant from New York City and Boston, just under 2 hours. And one of the big things is in terms of outcomes, for students who come to Quinnipiac, we did actually just win the national championships in hockey, but for all of our students, 97% plus are pursuing within 6 months either advanced education degrees or are employed within 6 months. And it's a testament to the work that our faculty and our staff does, and just sort of the culture at Quinnipiac that we are really about preparing students for the future. So that being said, what do you gain from a QU summer program? I mean, it's a great chance to try before you apply to Quinnipiac, but also just college in general, because one of the things is it shows genuine interest to an admissions officer across the board. So whether you do or don't come to Quinnipiac in your future, doing a data science program for 2 weeks in your summer speaks highly of your genuine interest in data science or cybersecurity or media production. I mean, all of these things that we offer. So regardless of whether you're familiar or not with QU, it's a great chance to really show an admissions officer how serious you are about where you're heading. And of course, college and career readiness. We offer programs for high school and middle school students, and it's never too early to really be building those skills that you're going to need before you're going to need them, before you're in college, and getting a real strong sense of where you're heading. So with that being said, what are the top 3 reasons why I would consider us? Is first and foremost, I would say that degree and career focused programs for across the board for what we offer. It's not just what we can offer, it's what we believe that we should be offering to pre-college youth. Here's our movie making and media production program, a 1-week intensive. These are all high school students who before this program did not know, they had varying levels of understanding of editing and making videos, and here they are actually running a live production. It's the same thing for all of our programs, that there's always a degree and a career focused linkage between the program. So for the 1 and 2 weeks that you're with us and getting excited about a given discipline, you could move on in that discipline, either at QU or somewhere else. So next reason I would consider is that we have accomplished and engaged faculty. So for our programs, these are our programs that we have our own faculty who are signing on in the summer. They have lots of other engagement commitments that they could be doing, conferences, research, and they're specifically choosing to work with high school and middle school students in the summer to get them excited about different degree and career disciplines. So this is actually one of our medical faculty doing radiography with an MRI machine over in our School of Medicine. And the third reason is project-based and professional learning. So this is a pre-college program on our college campus, whether it's game design and esports in our esports stadium, over here on the right, we have our actual professional podcasting studio. You will get to have a hands-on experience with each of these disciplines, and project-based meaning that you will have more than just a great experience, but you will leave with actual finished products and capstone presentations. If you're doing the entrepreneurship program, then you'll have a business pitch by the end. It's all meant to give you something more than just a really amazing experience, but to walk away with a certification, a badge, and some of these do offer credit. So lots of exciting programs that we offer, and these are across all of our different schools. We have our Healthcare Career Exploration Academy, which is a 2-week intensive across 9 different disciplines. We have Medical Microbiology, which is a 1-week intensive in our Medical Microbiology lab, which is often a great prereq in getting students really comfortable in the lab who are thinking of going into medicine. Over on the School of Business, 2-week intensive on business, entrepreneurship, and innovation, building out your own idea and turning it into a business. We have our modern storytelling series, and within that we have movie making in our professional studio. We have the art of sports journalism, which many of our faculty have worked at ESPN and other sports communication companies, and give you a chance to actually interview. We have local sports teams, not just on our own campus, but we have locally in the area that you learn to conduct interviews with other athletes and realize what are the different sort of career pathways within sports journalism. Same for podcasting. You get to create and learn all the facets of developing your own podcast series. and then digital photography, which is a 1 week intensive. You don't even need your own equipment. We have loaner equipment that you could use. You could bring your own camera if you want. And we have our faculty who instructs digital photography, and every day is moving towards building out your portfolio. Last, for STEM, we have game design and esports, which is a rapidly growing industry and facet of not just the world, but also within our university. So that's 1/2 game design during the day, during the morning, and then the afternoon is everything esports and different career pathways and considerations within that. Data science, the intersection between math, computers, and decision-making. It's really a rapidly growing industry across different industries. And as is cybersecurity, introduction to cybersecurity. So lots of different really interesting options. Whether you come, different programs are 1 or 2 weeks. If you live locally, then the pricing is a little bit lower, but then residentially is more than fair. With 1 week is $1,680, and then 2 weeks is $3,360, and that includes everything, right, that you would need for the program, and full meal plan, everything. So for those who happen to be middle school students, we do have a 1 or 2 week ecology outdoor experiment program called the Bobcat Nature Academy that is also taught by faculty, and you can see the rates for that. But that's all activities. It's meant to get them outdoors, but also into the laboratory and feeling, give them a deeper understanding of the natural world around us with a fun science perspective. So here's our medical microbiology program in session. These are high school students who are doing all the work. And then we have our movie making madness, getting ready to go live on TV. And then we have our business entrepreneurship program. On the right is Professor Tomchik, and students having lots of fun. You notice a lot of smiles in this. Game design and esports. That's our esports stadium. We have students in our sports journalism program conducting an interview, and we have data science doing a poster presentation at the final presentation for their program. And then we have a student learning how to make a cast, learning how to do suturing in our healthcare career exploration program. So if any of that looks interesting to you, you can come to QU and visit www.qu.edu/summer. Our application deadline is May 1st. So that is coming up in a couple of weeks, but financial aid is available for those who request it. And if you have any questions, please visit us online or email us at summerprograms@qu.edu. I hope that you'll join us this summer. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you so much for the presentation. Coming up next, we have a video recorded presentation from Beta Camp. So let me just get this started here. And if anyone has any questions for any of the programs, feel free to use the Q&A feature. And let's get started with Beta Camp.
Hi there, my name is Salman Sohani. I'm the program director of Beta Camp. For all the lovely folks watching this video, I'm thrilled to share more about Beta Camp and how we help high school students speak the language of business, build startups that stand out, and get actual real-world skills that help them land internships and spearhead their career. So let's get right into what is Beta Camp. Beta stands for Business Entrepreneurship Tech Accelerator. I was going to say it's the better way to learn business, but that might be a little too cringe. So jokes aside, this is a 4-week virtual entrepreneurship bootcamp. Teens walk through their first entrepreneurial sprint and then leave the program having built a business that has a paying customer. I tell students to think about this experience at Beta Camp as completing an internship, where instead of you grabbing coffee for people or doing boring admin work, you're wearing the CEO hat and you're building something impactful and real. Now, we don't just throw you into the deep end and expect you to figure it out. Students work in teams of 4 to 6, and you get to choose who you work with. And you have the support of your board of directors, which is a startup advisor, an industry mentor who guide you in the process of building your startup each week. These are impressive peeps who have extensive startup experience. An example here is Matt Salsamendi at the bottom. He started his first business at 13 and sold it to Microsoft at 19. Maggie, a startup advisor, has worked at Microsoft, is a Cambridge fellow, and is a founder herself. So this is your supporting cast, helping you accomplish your business goals. And here's what you can expect. You're going to learn, you'll practice, and then you'll apply everything that you're learning and practice into the business that you're building. We have this proprietary curriculum that walks you through a wide range of topics like business essentials that are crucial to building a successful venture. Then you practice these skills with esteemed guests during our live workshops. And finally, you apply everything back into what you're building. So what does that actually look like? So here's what the learning portion looks like. This is our student portal topics. These are topics found in top MBA programs. And what is taught in Silicon Valley incubators? So we cover topics such as sales, marketing, negotiations, user research, and much, much more. Next, during our live sessions, which are held Monday to Friday, noon to 3 p.m. Eastern, you practice these topics that you're learning, such as building a minimum viable product with someone who actually has built a minimum viable product. An example here is Z, who is one of our guests at BetaCamp. He's a co-founder. He's also worked at Microsoft, Tesla, and Google. And so you're getting actual feedback from the top dogs. And then the most important part is you're applying everything you're learning to your own business, the startup that you create. So students get creative and have built fintech businesses, services, actual physical products, as well as marketplaces. I'm going to walk you through some examples. Here's Discovery Crate. This is an example where students helped struggling mom and pop convenience stores by creating demand for their goodies through a snack box. So they're shopping at a small business, they're packaging these up into these aesthetic boxes and actually delivering them out. So during beta camp, they got 13 customers and $300 in sales. Another example here is Pivot Analytics. They built AI classifiers and then provided consultations to Twitter influencers so that they could get a better understanding of who their audience is and what content would help them grow their personal brands. Finally, we have Plural Marketing. It's a marketing agency that helped local restaurants build out a better social and online presence by offloading that social media content creation and helping them build better websites. My final example, I promise is the last one, is Flory. This company created a desk plant business to help busy millennials bring greenery into their work environments. So they were using research on how productivity is influenced by being surrounded by nature, and they're providing an actual product that delivers on that. They ended beta camp with 800 in sales. Very, very impressive. So the 4 weeks of beta camp ends with our inaugural demo day, where students pitch their businesses to our judges that hail from different venture capital firms. So this is students getting the opportunity to network with investors and really highlight their accomplishments in this finale. The program, like I mentioned, is 4 weeks, either in June, in either July or August. And a typical week is jam-packed with amazing workshops like design thinking. And then we also bring very impressive guests from companies like Morgan Stanley, Boston Consulting Group, Google, Facebook, Stanford. The list goes on and on. I know what you're thinking. Oh boy, Salman, I can't wait to do beta camp. Don't worry, I can't wait to work with you as well, but I want to make sure that this is the right program for you. Here's the type of student that finds the most value in beta camp. You should apply if you're eager to get real world experience. You have growth mindset where you're committed to becoming 1% better each day. You're a curious individual who wants to learn how the world works. And finally, if you're an ambitious goal setter and are willing to demonstrate grit and hustle. For our early bird pricing, the program is $3,500. So get your apps in before May 1st. There is also financial aid available to students who are accepted into beta camp. It's really easy to apply. 3 steps. Just go on our website, www.beta.camp. There's a big apply now button at the top, and we ask for 3 short questions to learn more about you. And we get back to students in 2 to 4 days with your admission decision. Students who do beta camp walk away with actual results because this isn't a simulation. You will go from idea to execution. You'll get real skills that you can add onto your resume, a high impact global network of founders like Fortune 500 leaders, as well as ambitious students who are going to rule the world one day. And in my next few slides, I'm also going to share what our alumni are up to now. Obviously, all this looks amazing when it comes to applying to university as well. So if you're thinking about the types of students who have done beta camp, here's a few examples. We have Rishi, who's raised $1.6 million in Silicon Valley. He's a 3-time founder. Maddie, who did beta camp in grade 9, is now off to Stanford. Kine is in one of the most competitive dual degree programs at UPenn and Wharton, and he's interning on Wall Street next year. Priya is studying computer science at Columbia, and the list goes on and on. So here's what peeps say about beta camp who've done it. Chell said, my parents always send me to some stupid summer camps that are so boring. Not only did I learn so much, but I got to meet so many new people. So thanks for making this possible. Ari tweeted that this was an experience she would never forget, learning from top dogs and business professionals to making lifelong friendships. And then obviously Maddie getting into Stanford, Jane also saying she wouldn't have thought about a career in product design if it weren't for beta camp. So there's so much value that this program offers. Srihan mentioned that this program literally changed the trajectory of his life. So a lot of students say a lot of amazing things. And that's all I have for you guys today. I hope to see your applications come through. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to shoot out an email. It's hello@beta.camp. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Bye for now.
All right, thank you so much to Beta Camp for the video presentation. If anyone has any questions for Beta Camp, there is a representative here today, so you can go ahead and leave those questions in the chat or use the Q&A feature. Coming up next, we have a presentation from EF International Language Campuses.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Can everyone see my screen okay?
Yes, we can.
Great. Well, thank you all so much for joining today. I'd love to talk to you a little bit about EF International Language Campuses and how you can learn a language abroad over the summer with EF. So what is EF International Language Campuses? So it's a language immersion study abroad experience where you are going to attend an EF owned and operated language school to learn about the language and culture of the destination of your choice. It involves daily classes that are fun and interactive, really based in speaking and listening, and then complemented by immersion activities and excursions where you really get to live the language abroad. So we offer 7 different languages. So we have Spanish, French, Italian, German, Mandarin, Japanese, and Korean across 11 different campuses, all located in the very best neighborhoods of the city. So I'll briefly highlight our destinations. So for Spanish, we have Playa Tamarindo in Costa Rica. We also have for Spanish, Barcelona and Malaga in the south of Spain. For French, we have Paris and Nice. For German, we have Munich and Berlin. And for Italian, we have Rome. For Mandarin, we have Singapore. For Japanese, we have Tokyo. And then lastly, we have Korean in Seoul. So you can see some really amazing locations all over the world. So why study abroad with EF? Why consider us for a program? So EF has been around for over 55 years. So we really have a lot of experience when it comes to language learning and traveling abroad. We offer support around the clock. So no matter what hour, what day, you will always have support from our staff, both here in the US and abroad. We offer an exclusive curriculum, and that curriculum is really based in experiential learning. So our classes are really not, like your typical high school language class or even college class. It's really based in speaking and listening. So it's going to be classes that you really do enjoy. And so with this, we guarantee progress, that you're going to make more progress in the language than you really have ever before. We guarantee that every 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to move up a level in our program, which is the equivalent of a college semester. It's an international community of students at our program. So it's not just students from the US, it's really students from all over the world. And then we also have flexible and customizable planning. So we really can put together a program that fits with just about anybody's schedule. So we have 2 main programs. So we do have our language year abroad program. So this is more for students who are looking for long-term programs over the academic year. But during the summer, we have our EF Languages Abroad program, which is our flexible programs. So these are programs where we actually have start dates every single Monday of the year. And you can do a program as short as 2 weeks or as long as the whole summer. Additionally, you can complement these programs with internships, preparations for exams for example, exams like the DELF exam for French, the DELE exam for Spanish, and additionally volunteership. So with our academics, we have small class sizes, so only around 12 to 15 students taught completely in the native language. And like I said, we use an interactive teaching methodology. So really based in speaking and listening, where you are going, we like to say, live the language, and we guarantee that every 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to move up a level in our program. Of course, it's a lot more than just the classes, though. We really want you to have experience outside of the classroom, opportunities to see your city and really start practicing your language skills. So we organize a whole itinerary of activities and excursions where every single day you're going to have the chance to go out, see the main sites, and really practice your language skills. Weekend trips to nearby cities, sometimes nearby countries. So it's really a lot of fun, both inside and outside of the classroom. The final part of our program really is our housing options. So we have two main options that we offer. We have our host family option. So this is the chance to have the authentic immersion experience, where you're really going to see what a local family is like and practice the language with them. It's a great chance to see what a local home is like, share meals with them. Of course, all of our host families are screened and vetted by our local staff. Then you have the option to live with other EF students as well. So you get to have the social aspect of other students, but still the immersion experience with living with locals. Additionally, we have our EF residence. So this is for students who are looking for maybe perhaps a little bit more of an independent experience, where depending on the location, this might look more like a dorm or more like a apartment, or maybe more like a hotel. But it's really a chance to kind of have that international experience. We're going to be living with dozens of other students from all over the world. And it's really a chance to live in some of the very best central locations of these different cities. So our program is really open to students of all different ages and backgrounds. So all of our programs are ages 16 plus. And additionally, we do have a few destinations where we go as young as 13. It's majority high school students during the summer. And as I said before, it's students from all over the world. So if you'd like to get in touch, feel free to jot down this number or jot down this email address. But otherwise, you can shoot me a message on the chat. I'd love to connect. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Will. Really appreciate that. So we have one more final presentation for session one. As a reminder, we will ask you to join us for session two, and I'll be sending the link to the next session at the end of this one. So without further ado, our final presenter for session one is University of the Pacific. The floor is all yours.
Hi, everyone. Can you see my screen? I hope you can.
Yes, we can. All good.
Wonderful. So let me introduce myself quickly. I'm Professor Starry. I'm the director of the Pacific Summer High School Institute, and I'm a chemistry professor at the University of the Pacific. I'm also the faculty athletics representative. Today I will tell you about our Summer Institute. We are only in our second year. Our first year was in 2022, and we have over 300 students this year. We are planning for many more this year. We want to give teens an in-depth preview of college life at one of the nation's top student-centered small universities. So what do you get out of this Summer Institute? Well, we'd like to show you the full taste of the college experience. You get to enjoy the beauty of one of the most beautiful campuses in California. You get to study with peers from across California and also from nation and from abroad as well. You will be learning from actual Pacific professors. So this really sets us apart from several other summer programs, because our courses are actually taught by the same university professors who teach our undergraduate and graduate students here. And you'll be living in the same residence halls where our undergraduate and graduate students are living during the normal semesters. So a little bit of highlights about the Summer Institute. This year, we will have two-week-long sessions, essentially early June and second half of June. And we'll be offering more than 50 cutting-edge academic, athletics, and music programs with a very diverse set of disciplines, from various engineering courses, healthcare professions, science, music, and lots of sports programs, including one of our strongest ones, water polo. Then you get to gain leadership skills, make lasting friendships, and you get to be in California enjoy the summer here on our beautiful campus. And we're aiming for a very high enrollment this year. We already had more than 1,200 students already registered into our 2 sessions. But since we have more than 50 programs, each of these individual programs are going to be very small. So I said we have lots of programs, more than 45 academic programs in arts and humanities, business, society, health, lots of science offerings, engineering and technology. We also have 9 athletics programs, including water polo, in which we are one of the nation's top programs. In fact, we were in the Final 4 this year. And we also have kind of athletics program in chess. The students are living on our campus in the Summer Institute. We'll be staying in the same residence hall, which are center campus, very close to the dining facilities, our theaters, library, gym, and all that. And we organize very many evening and weekend curricular activities. So when they're done with their academic, athletics, or music program, they get to sit in college admissions, financial career workshops, participate in various rec sports activities, or do arts and crafts, and much, much more. Some student testimonials from our pilot year from last year, when we had 320 something students who had a blast. Some actually went as far as saying that these were the 2 best weeks of my life, which is a pretty strong statement. But the overarching statement at the end was that, oh my God, can we stay for another week? Like, can we make this 3 weeks long? Can we come back next year? And so we're building on this experiment last year. So our website contains lots of information. So I encourage you to go and visit us. There's information about the various activities, videos from last year. You can hear more student testimonials. And we are featuring some really high quality programs here. And so I encourage you to explore the website, including, and I will talk a bit more about this, we have these weekly Q&A sessions. If you click on the learning link on our website, then you get to see all those 50 plus programs in the various categories. And if you select your category and go to a specific program, you can learn more about the details of this particular program, which include the, just an overview, what the curriculum is about, what topics they will be covering, and you get to read a little bit more about the actual faculty members who are running these programs. For example, Professor Louis Gale used to be one of our deans, and now he's a professor in the School of Business, and he's running a very cool business skills bootcamp. We also offer virtual Q&A sessions every week. So on every Wednesday, I'm online on Zoom, and we talk to various parents and students. You can ask any question you may have on your mind. So this QR link takes directly to that sign-up page, or you can just visit our website, and I've already showed at the bottom of it, there's a nice link to the virtual Q&A session. So I'm looking forward to talking to you. We offer these every Wednesday at 6 p.m. except next week it's going to be at noon, because we want to offer an opportunity for those who cannot make it in the evenings, but they're available during lunchtime. So this is the comprehensive overview of our institute. And thank you so much for your attention, and hope that we can show you the real college experience, a residential high quality college experience on our beautiful California campus next year. Thank you so much for your attention. And if you have any questions, I'll be here.
All right. Thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. So that will conclude session 1 of the TeenLife Summer Opportunities Fair. Session 2 will be starting at the top of the hour, and I'm sending a link to the Zoom room in the chat right now. Just 1 second here. All right. So yeah, that concludes this session. I will be hanging on here for the next few minutes, just in case we have any last questions that pop up. But besides that, thank you to all of our presenters, and a special thank you to everyone in attendance who came today. We hope to see you in session 2. Thank you.